Malaysia's agricultural sector has long been a key part of the nation's economy, providing jobs, ensuring food security, and supporting rural livelihoods. Though its contribution to GDP has declined over time, agriculture remains essential, especially in producing in major commodities like palm oil, rubber, and rice. Government initiatives such as National Agro-Food Policy aim to modernize the sector by promoting commercial farming, sustainability practices, and new technologies. These efforts help improve productivity, reduce reliance on food imports, and strengthen food security. Despite the country's shift toward industrialization, agriculture continues to play a vital role in national development. It contributes to export, support economic stability, and being prepared to meet future challenges through innovation and policy support.
The agricultural sector in Malaysia is more than just farming. It's a vital pillar of the nation's economy, contributing to a food security, employment, and export. It plays a key role in supporting livelihood and economic growth. But to truly understand its dynamic, we turn to economic theories, tools that help us see beyond the surface. One such theory is a Cobb-Douglas production function, a model that explains how different inputs like labor, capital, and productivity contribute to output. In Malaysian agriculture, this model has been used to explore not just economic, but also climatic impacts. A study conducted by Intezeri et al. Titled Malaysia Agricultural Production Drop and the Impact of Climate Change applied this model over a 37 years period from 1618 to 2019. Goal to examine how variables such as rainfall, temperature, interest rate, GDP per capita, and employment affect agricultural productivity. A mere 1% increase in rainfall caused by a 0.338% drop in agricultural output prove that too much rain can be harmful to crops. Similarly, a 1% rise in temperature led to a 0.024% decrease in output, highlighting agricultural sensitivity to climate change. Interest rates also play a role. A 1% increase led to a 0.029% drop in production, relieving the pressure of capital costs on farming. Yet, not all impacts were negative. A 1% rise in real GDP per capita boosts agricultural output by 0.509%, showing how broader economic growth benefits the sector. Even more significantly, a 10,000 increase in agricultural employment led to a 5.13% surge in output, clearly illustrating the power of human labor in driving growth. These insights show us that both economic and environmental factors shape Malaysian agricultural productivity. For policymakers, the message is clear. Future strategy must address not only economic inputs, but also climate resiliency if we are to ensure the sector's sustainability.
Good morning. Today I'm going to talk about the role of agricultural sector and how it integrates with external macroeconomic factor. In agriculture has been always play a crucial role in Malaysian economic development. It's not just about the producing food. The sector alone supports rural employment, contributes to export earnings, and ensures national food security. But to remain sustainable and competitive, it must adapt to external macroeconomic factor to constantly evolve. There are three main components of the macroeconomic and how they influence agricultural sector. The first one will be inflation and exchange rate. When inflation rises, the cost of input like fertilizer, seeds, and machinery also increase. These things squeezes farmers' profit margins. And on the other hand, a weak ringgit may increase the cost of imported inputs but can make our agricultural export more attractive globally. For example, a palm oil export may benefit from a weaker currency because they are cheaper globally. Therefore, the businessmen abroad would decide to use the palm oil as alternative for their product. Secondly, the government policies. For government's policies, the government spending and fiscal policy are crucial in shaping the agricultural landscape. For instance, subsidies for rice farmers or incentives for sustainable farming practice help maintain productivity and income stability. Through agencies like MAFI and programs like AgroBank financing, the government inject capital and provide tools for farmers to modernize. However, these policies must align with global standards and economic goals, which is to balance support with long-term competitiveness. Thirdly, global demand and trade agreement. As a trading nation, Malaysia is highly exposed to global market trend. Free trade agreement like the CPTPP open up opportunities but also bring in competition. Global demand for palm oil, rubber, and cocoa can shift due to changing consumer preference or geopolitical events. For example, stricter environmental standards in Europe have affected palm oil export. Thus, our agricultural sector need to stay agile and innovate. For instance, by adopting sustainable practice or diversifying crop export. In conclusion, the agricultural sector does not operate in isolation. It is deeply interconnected with macroeconomic elements like inflation, exchange rate, and fiscal policies. By integrating these external factors into planning and strategy, Malaysia's agricultural sector can remain resilient, productive, and globally competitive.
Okay, next, economic imbalance addressed by agriculture policy. Number 1, income inequality. Target subsidies, minimum support prices, MSPs, and crop insurance help stabilize farmer income. Rural-urban divide. Investment in rural infrastructure, extension, service, and digital access aim to balance development. Price volatility. Policies like price control, buffer stock, and future market protect farmer and consumer from sudden price change. Number 4, trade imbalances. Export promotion schemes and import regulation help maintain a healthy agricultural trade balance. Evolution of agriculture policies. Number 1, successes. Increase food production through subsidies and technological adoption, reduction in poverty and rural unemployment, stabilizes national food price through price regulation and buffer stock policies. Number 2, challenges. over reliance on subsidy leading to inefficiency and environmental damage. Example, excessive fertilizer use. Unequal benefit distribution with smallholder often left out. Market distortion that limit competitiveness and innovation. Number 3. Recommendation. Shift from subsidy-driven to innovation-driven policy. For example, smart agriculture, precision farming. Strengthen rural credit system and crop insurance. Promote sustainable agriculture to address long-term environmental risk. Enhance market access through digital platform and competitor. So, in conclusion, the agriculture sector is a backbone of economic stability, especially in emerging economy. While past and current policies have reduced some economic imbalance, their effectiveness depends on adaptability, inclusivity, and sustainability. A future-focused approach must balance growth with environmental protection, fair income distribution, and global competitiveness.